for takeoff.
That's right, and they're letting those threes fly from everywhere on the court. Let's see if this team can win a third championship.
Ready to go here from Toyota Center. Let's gear up for the opening tip. The opening tip goes the way of the Rockets. They'll have it first as we're underway in Houston. Nikola Vucevic sends it away. Magic own the possession. Wide open look, won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Nice finish at the rim. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Nikola Vucevic, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 72%. And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Harden in possession. He'll run the offense. Capella to Anthony. Defense making the ball carrier work. Harden to Anthony. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Augustine with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Gordon. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Paul to P.J. Tucker. Swings it to Paul. No good. No daylight. Great defense. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Augustine picked up by Paul. He gets it.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Rockets in control of the basketball. Paul to P.J. Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep left corner. Curling inside. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Missed his first. That one goes. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Anthony to Harden. Around the perimeter. Anthony. Not going, and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Orlando has it. Clint Capella with the block. Clint Capella swats it. Lets it fly from long range. That no good off the mark. To Paul. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
In the front court, it's Augustine. 10-6, our score. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
DJ Augustine. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 86% from the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
Number 31, Terrence Ross.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. To Rivers. Here's a chance from long range. That's what you like to see. Austin Rivers. Tough shot from downtown.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Augustine with the basketball. Now down 6. To Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba powers it through.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Now Paul with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Yes! And a foul. Hell of a chance at a 3-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Chris Paul at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 86% from the line. Paul's free throw, good. A 3-point play as the Rockets add to their lead. Here's Orlando with the basketball. To Mo Bamba. Vucevic to Fournier. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Jaren Grant here against Nene. And scores.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Paul with it up top. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Beyond the arc for 3. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you got to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Grant with the basketball. Margins 8. The drive right to the basket, and he finishes at the rim.
That boy's living his best life.
Corner 3 at the buzzer. So the Rockets with the lead after 1 at Toyota Center. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Good start to this one. After 1 quarter play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Five to shoot for Orlando. To Mo Bamba. Oh, nice find for the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To P.J. Tucker. From long range. Defense was ready. Tough shot for Austin Rivers. Grant with the basketball. Trailing by 4. Isaac to Mo Bamba. Stuffs it down with authority.
Hey, look, lesson learned. If there's a lot of contact on that and the ref didn't call it, maybe the defense should get a little bit more physical next time down the court.
Paul across the timeline. Lead is 2. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Throws it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. To Capella. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the basket at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Grant with the basketball. Down 4. Isaac. Jaron Grant against Tucker. And the finish at the rim.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Into the game for Houston, number 2,
To Paul. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Rockets foul to number 10, Eric.
Nikola Vucevic trying to cash in on a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits at the line. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Ooh, Chris Paul. 4 out of 7.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Timofey Mozgov against Clint Capella. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Paul into the front court. Down by 1. A drive, but he can't get it to go.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Augustine with it up top. Down a point to Gordon. Driving right to the basket. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Paul. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
To Aaron Gordon. Here comes the screen. Aaron Gordon, defended by Eric Gordon. For 3, rebounded by Capella. Paul into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Off the assist. Coach of the Magic will use a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his store.
And he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Harden with the basketball. The margin is 3 as we approach halftime. Now a steal as the Magic have it. Count it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's in the hands of Harden. To Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. With that, he's 5 for 9.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
In the front court, it's Augustine. His guys can hold for the final shot. Vucevic matched up with Carmelo Anthony. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. That'll do it for the first half with the Rockets in front.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. Fellas, back to you.
A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. Magic basketball. To Vucevic. Probing the defense. Vucevic. Tucker. Augustine with the basketball. His guys now down by a point. And he buries it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Harden into the front court. He'll run the offense. To P.J. Tucker. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Augustine with it up top. His guys now trailing by a point. Aaron Gordon picked up by Carmelo Anthony. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul. Right down Broadway, 4-2. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Paul to Harden. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Magic have it. To Fournier. Probing the defense. Clint Capella sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening. Gordon. Shot from the lane won't go. Now Paul with the basketball. Leads just a point. Got it.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
In the front court, it's Augustine. His guy's down 3. Terrific vision. Has a look. The jumper's off the mark. Nothing going here on that drive. Nikola Vucevic rejects it. That'll get out. Last touch by Capella. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
For the Orlando Magic, number 1, Jonathan Isaac.
Augustine with the basketball. They're down 3. To Fournier. Oh, Evan Fournier. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Paul. That pass stolen by Orlando. The drive, right to the basket. Clint Capella, huge block. 4th this contest.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Augustine, guarded by CP3. Isaac. To Vucevic. Curling inside. Clint Capella tips it. Ooh, 5 now.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
It's Orlando's ball. Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Layup goes down. Well done.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Easy path to the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Paul with it up top. Leads 3. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Grant with the basketball. They can get a 2 for 1 if they hurry. Has a chance and scores on the step back.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Paul across the timeline. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Tough make through traffic.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce. He'll let one fly from half court. That misses with a second to go. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Rockets with the lead. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. We thought based on this matchup, this could be a one-sided affair. But, oh, Jay, this has been a tight contest.
Yeah, they got the lead, but they really had to work for it. And sometimes when you think you're going to have an off night and win the game by 20, that's when you find yourself in this league in those dogfights.
Chris Paul at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Paul's free throw, good. A three-point play as the Rockets add to their lead. Grant with the basketball. The deficit is 6. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Yes, I love this move. Send him to the line. Chances are probably good he doesn't make both. And you also stop the clock while getting another possession.
First one, count it.
Good shot.
And gets both to drop at the line. Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. Drives, but a shot won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Paul into the front court. 2-point advantage. Curling inside. And count the basket.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Grant with the basketball. His guys trail now by 4. James Harden able to recover with the block. Jonathan Isaac guarded by Carmelo Anthony. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Let's go. Let's play deep, play deep, play deep.
It goes down.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Grant with the basketball. Down 4. And the rebound comes down to Harden. Paul into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Terrence Ross pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Grant with the basketball. Trailing by 4. Great D. Mo Bamba powers it through. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
And I've been seeing a lot of barking back and forth between the players and the fans. I actually like that. I think that gets the players more engaged in the game, in particular sometimes when the game seems like it's dead air.
On the basket, but a shot won't go. Capella. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Paul, so it stays with the Magic. To Gordon. Isaac. Paul. Over to the right side. Harden. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Aaron Gordon snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
For Houston.
Carmelo Anthony at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. Nope. First one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Augustine with it up top. The deficit now up to 5. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Gets to the basket and scores.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
In the front court, it's Augustine. Down 5. Capella with a piece. Incredible. 6 tonight.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Augustine with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Isaac. Trying to cash in. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
I'm pretty sure I saw that move earlier in the game. I can't believe he fell for it again.
Paul to Capella. In the slam.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Orlando ball. To Aaron Gordon. Yes, Aaron Gordon. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Look at that. Calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
To Capella. just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Now a whistle, and Orlando is going to use a timeout. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence. Fournier. He throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Capella. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Clint Capella trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 48% free throw shooter. Free throw is good. It's a three-point play, and that just might put this game out of reach. Now the Magic going to signal for a timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. Vucevic here against P.J. Tucker.
Visit the website for your chance to win.
Oh, emphatic slam.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
And here's the foul. Right now it's a 2-possession game, so if he hits 1 or 2 of these, it could be all she wrote.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together. Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Goes 2 for 2. Augustine with it up top. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Aaron Gordon guarded by Carmelo Anthony. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Shot at the buzzer does indeed go down, but it only affects the final score. This ball game is over. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets got the win in a nail-biter, and it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest. Check out the leading scores for the Houston Rockets. The Magic lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
player of the game.
Chris Paul gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Houston Rockets. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.